Good morning. Hello. We are here this morning to do some science mixed with arts and crafts. So whenever you do a baking recipe or you put ingredients together, that's just science. So whenever you mix things and different things happen, is science. So today we're going to use some ingredients from your kitchen to make something that's really, really cool. And you can use it in all different ways. Can you say hi, Miss Linda and Vivi? They're saying hi.
Hi, Vivi.
Hi, friends. Who else is watching today? If you're watching, you guys can go ahead and, Anna and Grace and Emily are watching. Hi. So we comment below if you guys are watching so we can say hi to you. So we're gonna make today some salt dough. And salt dough is really fun because you can make all different things with it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start by mixing the ingredients together. It's really easy, really fun. Good morning, Ariana, hello. All right, so what you're gonna need is a bowl. You're gonna need, we have a wooden spoon here. You're gonna need some flour, you're gonna need some salt, and you're gonna need some water. Super, super easy. Super easy. All right, so what we're gonna need first is you're gonna need half a cup of flour. Wanna fill that up? Now what you wanna do first is you wanna mix your flour together with your salt first before you add the water. Okay, so make sure, hold on, you gotta make sure whenever you fill up the cup, you wanna make sure that it's absolutely full so that your measurements are right.
Yes.
Okay, so you can put that in the bowl. Go ahead. Then we're gonna take a quarter cup, 1/4, quarter cup of salt. I also see James and Davily on here. Hi guys, hi. All right, ready? So we're gonna pour that in. We're gonna have a quarter cup. So not only is baking and ingredients, not only is it science, it's also math because you have to make sure that you're following the directions. Okay, so Rheia, I got salt in my mouth. Rheia is going to mix the flour and the salt together. So she mixes that all together first. Okay. And then what you're gonna do, and I'll show you, Rheia is mixing. There she is, mixing it up. Now, what you wanna do is you wanna pour in the water slowly. So don't add it all at the same time. Ready? Go ahead. Good job. Get that all mixed in. And then what it's gonna start looking like is a dough that you can play with. Go ahead, you keep mixing. I'll show that to them. Hi, Kira. I see Kira's watching. So Rheia is mixing it all up. Good job. Okay, so we're gonna mix it all up. Now, once it starts kind of getting mixed together, then the fun part happens. And what you get to do is you get to take it out. Go ahead. And what are we doing?
And then you put it on a plate.
Yeah. Then we're going to put it on a plate and mix it even more. Or you can use a cutting board, whatever you want to use. So do you want to start mixing it around?
Yeah, Mom, get that.
Go ahead. Got to use your hands. Get it off. So this is the fun part because we get dirty. We get to get dirty. So Rheia is going to start mixing it. Go ahead. So she's scraped all those parts off of the spoon. It's very sticky, but the more you mix it together, the better it becomes. Now, just like scientists, sometimes it's trial and error. So that means sometimes if it's too sticky, you're gonna need to add more flour. If it's not sticky enough, we're gonna need to add more water, right? Okay. So let me show them. We're going to stack this up here. Okay. Yeah, so then you get something that's kind of like a squishier Play-Doh.
Yeah, squishy. No, like clay or Play-Doh.
Like clay or Play-Doh. All right, so then what you do is you're going to mix it all around. Now, hi, Andrea. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Olivia. Okay, come over here. So let's see. So show them. Can I have the parchment paper? So mine is still kind of sticky, so I'm actually rolling it around in the flour to get it a little less sticky. All right, so you want to take some of that out? So what you're gonna need is parchment paper, and that's like a wax paper. What people use for baking. Can you show them? Yeah, so it looks kind of like this. It's safe to go in the oven, and you're gonna use it. I'm gonna rip some off because we're gonna use it to put.
Okay, flatten. And then when you put it on here, you flatten it out.
Yeah, you have to flatten it like a big flat pancake. And the reason is because if you don't flatten it out,
well, it's still sticky.
That's okay, keep going. If you don't flatten it out, then it's gonna take a really long time to dry and be ready. So, Rhea's gonna squish it. I like to fold the paper over and squish it. You could use a rolling pin on top of it if you wanted. Go ahead and squish it up. Now, there's lots of different things that you can do with salt dough. Some people use them, you can make ornaments. Some people make little keepsakes. Sorry about my camera there.
And some people make it and put a toothpick in to make it like a necklace.
Oh, you can make a necklace. So what we did last night, so let's show you. We did some last night and we cooked them in the oven. And then we painted them.
Yeah, and see, this one has a little hole.
Let me hold it up. So Rheia made her salt dough into a heart, okay? And you can see that we put a toothpick through it, and I actually broke the toothpick in half, and I baked it in the oven that way so that it wouldn't grow together. And that when it's done, you can put a string around it, and it could be a necklace, it could be an ornament, it could be something that you hang in your house, it could be something that you give as a gift for a birthday or any kind of present that you want. Okay, so what we did was we did it two different ways. After we got our salt dough all flat, and that's what Rhea's been working on, after you get your salt dough all kinds of flat, you have two different choices that you can do. You use a cookie cutter.
Or you can use, like, if you have, like, shells, you can, like...
Remember how last week... Wait, hold on. Remember how last week Miss Linda and Vivi were using Play-Doh to make impressions of bark and sticks and really cool things? Well, when you go out in nature and you find that stuff, you could come back here and you could make those impressions on this. And then when you let it dry, so yesterday we used shells that have really cool texture, and that's when it feels different.
And it looked like this.
And here's what happened. And we dried it.
Let's do frog.
And now it's a really cool, it almost looks like a fossil, which is something that is found out in the earth, right? It's very fun, and you could make something look really cool. We did not paint this one because we thought it looked awesome the way that it was. But if you don't have impressions, you could use a cookie cutter.
Yeah, and then you push on it, and then you rip.
Then you take all the rest of this dough away. Go ahead, show them.
And then you...
Just like when you make cookies, right? So we have the cookie cutter. We made a butterfly, right? What are we growing? Butterflies, right? So then you take this, and you're going to put it on your parchment paper.
Away from the extra.
Yeah, and then you're going to use, now then, because we cut it out, show them the extra, you just smush it back together again, all the extra, and then you could cut out more stuff. We also cut out a frog yesterday. See that frog?
Also cut it out to 0.
We cut out an O. Now, the other fun thing you can do is you can just take some of this, like you would take Play-Doh, and you would build whatever you wanted. So Miss Kristen asked us if you could make a goat.
I'll try.
She's gonna try. So you could do that. You could, like Rheia did, she made a heart yesterday. Okay, and you could make whatever you wanted. You would shape it, and then you would let it be on the parchment paper, and then you're gonna cook it in the oven at 250 degrees for an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on how many you have and how thick they are. So you want to keep a watch. I set mine for an hour and a half, and then I checked on them, and they needed a little bit more time. So then once they're all cooked, they're hard. And so now they become really cool projects that you can paint. So we painted ours. Like I said, we also made one. We made one that looks like an airplane. Rhea's daddy made that one. Rhea's brother made a football. Okay, so he made that. And then I shaped mine to look like a snail. Okay, and then we painted them. And it's really, really fun. It's with stuff you guys have at home. Nice and easy. And like I said, then you can also go around nature and you can find stuff to make impressions. Now, the other thing I was thinking that we could do, Rheia, is, let me see some of the salt dough. Let's make a little, we make a little circle. So you see I made a little circle. And I'm gonna take my guys. So I have here, I have a little lizard. I have a horse. And I have a salamander. And I'm gonna use their little feet to make impressions. And impressions is just a fancy word for kind of stamping or making a little indent in what you have. I'm gonna use a horse hoof. Look at this, right? Okay, and then maybe the salamander foot. Wait till you guys see this. This is cool. But this would be fun to see what kind of figurines you guys have or what kind of stuff you find. I also have a truck here, and you could even do a wheel. Oh, that's cool. Oh. And if you don't like it, guess what? You just smush it up and you start all over. Look at this. See the horse hooves and the lizards and the tire prints? And then you would just bake this in the oven, and then you could paint it when you were done, or whatever you wanted to do. Rheia's looking through her seashell bin right now to see about some seashells and making an imprint with the seashells. So that's what she's gonna do. And then, like I said, you bake them in the oven, and then when they're all cooled off, it takes actually a pretty quick time for them to cool, and then you can paint them. I painted the froggy. And the paint actually soaks in pretty fast and is dry too and ready to go. So we really had a lot of fun doing this last night. We hope you guys do it too, and we can't wait to see what you're gonna make. So don't forget to share pictures or videos of what you guys are making at home. Rheia wanted to show you, she did, ooh, that looks really cool. That's Rheia's imprint with the seashells. That's really good. And then you could paint them any way you wanted. You could paint them with any paint that you guys have. We have, and don't forget, you paint them after they cool off. So we had sparkles and we had regular pink paint. We had all different colors. So we hope you guys liked this, making something different, something fun at home that you guys can do together as a family. She's making an egg for chickens. So thanks for joining us this morning. We look forward to seeing you guys soon and see what you made. All right, we'll talk to you later. Don't forget, Miss Rachel's on up next at 11 o'clock. And then we have all of our other favorite teachers this week. We have Miss Erica coming up, and Miss Tiffany, Miss Tracy, Miss Alexa. We'll have Miss Linda again. That's pretty cool. All right, so thank you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Say bye.